Are we live?
Hey, it's Big Boom AJ, and the Spicy Boys Pokemon collectors, they get a big boom!
Folks,
Boo!
three big booms, folks. What's going on? We're back for another episode of Fully Blown Joker Hour. I'm here with my co-host, Jake Smith. Hello.
Hello. I'm in the dark. I don't feel like being in the light right now.
Yes, I also feel a little bit dark because I think we're out of business. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we're out of business, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to get into it?
Big boom news today, folks. If you like Japanese, if you sell Japanese,
Mm-hmm.
you might have some hurt coming your way.
It's not
Might
great.
be a little rough moving. Might be a little rough, folks. Moving on to the future. Shug Nasty, if you're hearing this, you're a great guy.
Wait,
Wait.
dude. Dudes don't even know who Shug is. So for context, Shug is our only Japanese friend in Japan, and we normally don't talk to him at all. But now, talk to Shug, please.
Shug, let's get down to the brass tacks, Shug. You know, ever since we met virtually, you know, your beautiful blue eyes have resonated so deep in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't been able to get you out of our heads for the past 24 years. But now, Shug, we might need to hire you.
Shug, I know we blocked you from all social platforms, but that was our fault. You are the super homie, not because we need you for our business. It's a coincidence. It's a coincidence that we love you now more. Totally inconsistent coincidence.
Not a coincidence, Shug. We've been begging you to be our friend, but now we are truly on our knees, waiting and hoping for your reply.
Dude, we're out of business. Folks, if you don't know, we're about to have a 25% tax on Japanese cards. Now, you guys might not care because you guys collect English, but for us, 25% might as well be 100% because our entire business runs on like 20%.
10% if we're lucky.
10%, 20 out of good. 20 is good.
20 is like, oh wow,
I'm printing.
I'm scaling this business. We're
so Jake's,
we're full volumed out. We're building something here.
So I just want to share this with everybody because I was doing a little bit of math, and I'm just going to be completely open here with my numbers. Okay. All right. So let's say hypothetically, let's say that I spent $5,000 a month. Okay. Let's see, 5,000. Okay. And I'm making 20%. I'm printing 20%. That's $1,000 a month. Okay. Everybody with me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now that's gone, right? Because I actually have to pay the tariff, but we'll get there. Okay. My expenses are $3,800 a month.
Okay.
So I'm already off rip without the tariff, down $2,800 a month.
Okay.
And then on top of that, how do we do it? Times 125%. I don't know how to even do it, bro. That's how blown I am. I don't know how to do it. I think it's this. So that's my monthly. I'm going to be losing $3,500 a month with my current business model. Plus, let's not forget the credit card fees, which is 24%. So that got us at 4,300 negative a month. I was never good in school, but I'm pretty sure that's bad. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to win. If we multiply that by 12, my business loses $52,000 a year. Okay. So, Shug, if you're there, bro, DM me.
What we're trying to say, Shug, we're not trying to sugarcoat anything. We're not trying to, glaze you too hard, but
Nope.
please send us your email and my resume. It is in your inbox. Please check it.
Also, add me on LinkedIn. And if you have literally any job available, I will do it. Babysitting, cutting the lawn, camping outside of GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what do you think? I'm blown.
Cool. Um, that was some great calculator work. I really like when we delve into the numbers like that. People don't really get to see deep dives into businesses on YouTube like
No,
we just
dudes
showed
think
you.
we're winning, bro. I'm losing 50K a year. And y'all think it's a fucking game?
Yeah. No, yeah, that was all a joke, Shug, except the part that we need you to survive.
Yeah,
Yes.
that part was true. Okay, so my thing is this. I don't want to just present the problem. I also want to try to find the solution.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So can we at least try, maybe, to find the solution?
I mean, we're not doing anything else. We're
Let's
what
talk
are
about
we?
it.
What I
Smith, okay, realistically, the actual facts.
mm-hmm.
There's going to be a 10% tariff starting on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So that means for everything. So if I ship in 5K, I got to pay 500, right? 10% off rip.
Mm-hmm.
That's still somewhat manageable, right? Because you
Mm-hmm.
can like buy Japanese. Maybe there's a coupon. Maybe there's a way, whatever. If you buy bundles where you're already getting the 10% off, you could say, okay, at least I'm still buying at market, LOL, right? But then if
Right.
on top of that, UPS be charging, USPS be charging. The other day, I got an $80 bill on a $40 package. I go, how is this even possible?
Mm-hmm.
72 here, 62.50 here, 32 here, plus the 25%, plus the head crack credit card. I'm gonna have to get a job or go back to school, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
To
gonna
get a
be in
degree.
class with a book bag.
Mm-hmm. Hey, why are you here? Tariffs.
Hey, bro, you're 38. What are you doing here? The yen crashed and the tariffs. Pay
Yeah.
attention.
Yeah, Japanese Pokemon got too expensive.
So, like, now what? Do we quit? Like, is it over? Like, unironically, do we shut her down, or like, do we sell like English now? Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, I've been selling a lot of English.
This doesn't even affect me. If this is affecting you, you're not doing your business right. You're not scaling properly, and the business aerodynamics of your forward path is definitely on the decline.
Sorry, I don't know. Yeah, I really just don't know at this point. Do we just buy all our Japanese grails right now? FOMO? Are we FOMOing into
Oh yeah,
Japanese?
thank you for reminding me. I'm paying 125% on all Japanese tens right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because walk with me. Let's say you wanted to get that Japanese grail that you had your eye on, that other pillars told you you're tying up money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that grail was $10,000. Big dog, that's gonna cost you 12.5 now.
Mm-hmm.
12.5. All these dudes that were buying ponchos and big dick 12K Gengars and all this big dick energy, all these dudes are gonna win because 25% tariff means that all those big dick cards went up 25%, folks, in the
Mm-hmm.
US market. So I'm buying all Japanese tens at 125%. Bang my line.
So we can break even.
Okay, yeah. I'm buying at 120%. Bang my line.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I'm losing 4,200 a month. Like, I just can't win, dude. I gotta
Yeah.
stop eating, and like maybe if I skip 2 meals a day for like 6 years,
Mm-hmm.
I could maybe break even or like work around the tariffs. But other than that, I don't know.
And maybe
I'm
like
broke.
your pets can be moved down to 1 meal a day.
Yeah, the
Your
pets,
girl
yeah.
maybe every other day.
No,
She's on a diet
yeah.
already, you know. She can make it.
I don't know, dude. I'm really scared. But wait, I would like to provide a little cope because I know what the hobby wants. The hobby just wants everything to be okay. I got two cope points. Number one, the tariffs might not go into effect. I'm just saying it's cope, but it could just be a political leverage thing, and then actually we get 10% or something, which would still suck. 10% would already put me out of business horde, but it's not 25, which just head cracks the whole hobby, and then Dan wins even harder. That cannot happen, please. That's one. And the second one is, and again, this is max cope. I don't think this is going to happen, but a lot of people could just leave the hobby, which leaves more room for the people that stay in the hobby to actually win. You know, because if, let's say you're working on 2K or 3K, you're out, you're done, bro. You're out the hobby, you know, but this is cope. So go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Cope.
Yeah, dude, you know, it's
I'm
been a
coping,
pretty copeful day whenever you see the headlines and you realize you're gonna have to pay 25% tax on everything you used to be buying for 0. And you know, I think it's important that, you know, we got a special guest this pod that essentially his entire business model relies on the Japanese market.
Oh, we have a
And,
guest? Oh, it's lit, dude. Who?
Here to help us cope is the one and only Copes and Collectibles. Yes.
Hey, Colsey.
I don't know, dude.
How do you feel? How do you feel right now about the tariffs?
I feel liberated. Liberation Day, as our man in the office said. Great day today. When I am liberated of my business model, effective immediately.
Immediately.
I think I think what we need to focus on right now is we need to focus on sticking together in these trying times. I think
how's
we
that
need to
gonna
build.
help though? How's that gonna help? We're gonna head crack with 25%.
I mean, it's you know, how does the cigarette help when I need to take a break, you know, and I need to, you know, give myself some, you know, it's one of those things. We need to build moats. I need to build a big moat. I need my little island, big moat around it. Plus 25%.
Colsey, you already are one of the few people in the hobby that truly print. But if 25% puts you out of business, like what hope do the rest of us 20%ers have, dude?
I don't know if I don't really know. So what have we covered so far on the stream? Tell me.
We've covered that we're fucked.
We covered that we're fucked. Yeah.
Okay. We did beg Shug to hire us for at least 25 minutes.
Okay.
It's a 13-minute pod, but it's been going on for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
25 minutes, 25%. Yep. A lot of 25s. Okay.
Yeah.
Dudes are delisting their everything on eBay.
Oh
They're
my
delisting
god!
everything Japanese.
Is this
on
the
eBay.
new boom? Yo, is this the boom within the boom?
This
is
is the Black Swan.
Like,
is this the Black Swan?
Might be. Because also everybody who's tapped out, 99% of the market doesn't even know what's going on. They don't even know who the president is. They just buy Pikachu. They're gonna be like, "Oh, these Japanese cards are shooting up. I don't want to miss out."
I just yeah. Go ahead.
I'm kind of bullish.
You're bullish, Pope? You feel bullish? Why?
Why? Because like I think this is just gonna push out a lot of the competition. Like,
yes, dude. This might be pure.
I think it's gonna be pure. Like, I think it's gonna be like, I don't know, like who. I don't know what to say. I don't want to say anymore.
Don't say anymore. Yeah.
Thoughts on paying the storage fee for everything you buy for a year and just keeping it there for a year until the tariffs are gone? Thoughts on that?
$3 a day. $900 in storage fees. Yo, that's kind of genius. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, so the thing I can't get over, and I'm repeating myself, right? But if I buy a $5,000 card right now in Japan, it costs me $1,000 to get it to my house. So what happens to those cards that are listed on US eBay? Those cards are $1,000 under market, effective when they run out, right? The minute they run out, you gotta go get head cracked by the tariff. So can we just go to Japan, buy the 10s at market, and then come over here and sell them on eBay for the 30% head crack? Like, is that the play? Or do we still get fucked when we come in with the shit? Like, let's say, hypothetically, I go to Japan. I put a bunch of illustrators in a box. I mail it to Jake Smith. I declare it for $12. Jake Smith opens the box. It's magic. Allegedly, this is a movie I'm writing. I'm writing a movie. Allegedly. I ship it to Jake Smith. He sells it on eBay. We head crack everybody for 30%. What am I missing? Tell me what I'm missing.
I'm not.
I think international fraud. Maybe
it's a movie. I'm writing a film.
Oh yeah. Nope, I'm with you. Sounds like a good plan.
I'm just saying, when weird shit happens, there's opportunity. I'm kind of coping with Colson because yes, the market is gonna get shaken up, but so what? That means opportunity. Now, whether or not we're gonna take advantage of it, this is gonna come down to us being smart, which we're not. So what I'm saying is, let's go to Japan and let's ship shit. I mean, allegedly.
Yeah, but in the well, I mean, in the movie, it's great, but if you're playing by the rules, you'd have to buy a lot in Japan to make the flights worth it.
I think let's return to reality and let's get back down on Earth.
Stop.
Okay, back to reality. Okay, I'm looking for a job, guys. If you need test lessons, hit me up. I mow lawns and I babysit. Go ahead.
I'm getting a job. I'm going back to school.
Yeah, back to school, dude.
I'm maxing my Roth IRA. It's all back
I'm
to
walking
basics.
all the dogs in my apartment complex.
all the dogs.
Shit. Wait a minute, dude.
You know what? I'll even pedal around with the news. I got a bike.
Wait a minute. Guys,
get me on the news.
Guys, wait. Guys, what about packs, right? Isn't Dan ripping 4,000 packs a week? So what happens to the packs? Because like if you buy a case from Japan, how much is a case? A G, right? So now it's 1,200, right? Or 1,250 or whatever. So isn't everything that's in the United States effectively down, like up 25%? Is that why everybody's unlisting their eBay and just waiting for like?
Yes,
what is happening? What the fuck is actually happening?
They're doing. They're unlisting because they think prices are going up.
So then if they're on listing, we should auction, right?
No, that's dumping too early.
So we all unlist all of our eBays and we hold all our Japanese sauce until further notice. Is that the fucking strategy?
Yeah. We're basically shutting our businesses down, and we're handing the keys over to Trump, and we're praying for the moon. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, guys, read the thumbnail. We are fucked.
Praying for the moon.
This is it. I honestly think this is it. I was wondering how this whole thing would come to an end, and I really think this is it. Do I have to bring the calculator back, dude? I got y'all.
Yes, please.
Okay, so this is my monthly right now. I can't even show you guys. Yeah, so this is what my business makes annually right now after the tariff. Okay?
Yes.
I don't know how to overcome that. But anyway.
Cool. Chapter 11.
Yeah. Cool. I wish I had an LLC so I could crash it. Allegedly, in the movie, my character would do that. Anyway, so yeah.
LLC so that you don't have to pay sales tax on eBay anymore.
How do we take advantage, bro? Like there has to be a way to take advantage, even like in the short term. What do I buy in the short term? Bro, walk with me. Okay. How many 151 Charizards in Japanese are on eBay right now? Can we check? Can we buy them out? Am I blown? Aren't they like 100?
I mean, probably. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I just want to FOMO and just buy all the sealed product I can, emptying my bank account. And then Trump comes out tomorrow and says, "Just kidding, guys. It was a total joke. You all fell for it. I would never do that because I'm the best leader."
Mm-hmm.
And
that's kind of what I'm scared. That's why delist. That's why delist is the safest strategy here, because you just get to wait and see. You're like a groundhog waiting for spring. You know what I mean? You pop out your head, and then you get to just, go back down if everything's fucked up north. But dude, fuck this. Buy more, deeper. Let's get more leveraged. Like, you know what I mean? Buy the dip.
I mean, the real side effect will be, okay, so there's going to be probably, okay.
No.
There's probably going to be a large decrease temporarily for demand for Japanese products. So I almost feel like things are going to start shooting up in America for the stuff that's already here, at least 25% for like really liquid stuff. And then I bet with all that demand disappearing temporarily in Japan, boxes might actually go down in Japan. But if
so
they
why do you think
if they go down in Japan, though, like the market would just adjust. They would just, undercut the English market. So that would hold it back. So it would have to stay the same.
That's why I'm wondering, why do you think it'll decrease in demand, Japanese? Like,
well, a lot of the products are being shipped overseas.
Mm-hmm.
So if that gets cut off and a lot of those buyers go away temporarily, you would think people might get scared and dump locally. So I feel like that wouldn't last very long if it happens, but I don't know. All I know is Shug might be asleep right now, but he's going to be waking up to a whole pile of glaze in his Instagram DMs, and he's going to be having a field day with Japanese boxes, stores dumping these pallets they're holding back. So
yeah, great time to exit Cam Shug. Just DM me, I'll let you know. Yo, real quick, my question is this. Walk with me. Can you guys just wait me for a second? Okay, the new Pokemon Rocket set is going to come out in Japan. People like us, dirty flippers, are going to want to buy it, and they're going to have to pay 25% on top, which means mathematically, you're going to basically everyone's buying 75% of what they would have bought before, right? That's a good way to think about it. So if we were buying 100, 10K, now we're buying 7,500, right? More or less. It doesn't quite work out, but more or less, let's say 20% of your business is gone, right? So what does that do to the prices? Like, am I selling my 10s now for like what? Like, am I auctioning my 10s now? Do I just hold? Like, what is happening? Like, I want to know, how does it actually affect us? Like, other than the money, like.
I mean, I feel like it'll mainly affect sealed product and high-end Japanese cards. That's what I would think it would affect the most. Like, it may be certain things like Bubble Mew in Japanese, stuff that just, hundreds sell a day. But, your random, AR and a PSA 10, I doubt that gets affected too much just because there's so much of them. But I feel like the biggest worries are definitely, stuff where you start paying thousands of dollars if it's a 25% tariff. So like super large sealed orders and high-end vintage or even high-end modern, anything that's, $1,000 plus.
You're muted.
My bad. So go ahead, Cozy.
I'm starting to see what you're thinking, Jake, because I'm thinking about this like logically. Like, how many dudes do we know that wail out? They spend bands on Bai like every week, every couple of weeks, whatever, you know what I mean? Buying whatever, or even Card Rush or anything from Japan. sealed. All that money is about to just be gone. Like they will not be buying. You know, we might not be buying. Are you guys hopping on Bayou right now? Knowing that 10% is going to hit on Saturday?
What is that? What is that Bayou? What is that? Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Is that eBay?
No.
eBay. Yeah, eBay. I'm just saying, like, yeah, a lot of this shit might just start sitting, and then that would mean prices going down.
Right. Okay, so good. So that's why I needed you, because your mind still works. Now, if I'm a Japanese young man and I have 15 Misties, and they're not selling at 35, them shits is selling for 20, right? Yeah. So maybe the raw prices drop 25%, and it's all good, because as long as we can buy, like you said, sealed and raw,
right,
we're fine, right? Potentially there could be a moment in time where it overcorrects, where maybe like the singles go so stupid cheap that it's time to just like face meltingly hard on Japanese. It's possible that there will be that time. It's also relative to the yen and the USD and all this other shit, but am I buying? Probably. I think I'm still buying, because I just think that demand like will always kind of be there, especially when it's harder to get. Like, I just think people fuck with like that. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, it's like we're gonna really see, like, the way the prices are gonna be propped up is gonna be like we're gonna see like what true Japanese demand is for like each product.
Yeah,
because prices aren't gonna change in Japan. Like, you're still gonna go buy a terrestrial box for $90-$80, but in the US it might be 25 to 140. And who knows, a couple of days. And so like it's going to be, the thing is though, is like, if the Japanese demand can't prop up the prices to this current, like all the current prices that are being propped up by worldwide demand for the product, then prices would have to fall in Japan so they can sell through stuff, which means they would fall elsewhere, because no matter that 25% is going to stay the same. But if it's cheaper in Japan and, terrestrial boxes go down to 80, that means they're only going to be like, you can still get them for, what people like, for less than what people are trying to prop up with the inventory that's already here. So we might see some, like, I don't know. I feel like things might stay somewhat the same, but we'll just see waves of just crazy price fluctuations like throughout the market.
I don't know, dude. It might be a wait and see. Like, that's why I'm kind of understanding the D-list method right now, because that's just the.
But I don't know. I'm with Colson now, dude. I'm bullish, because walk with me. Okay, walk with me. This is a really bad analogy, but walk with me. If I'm a great swimmer, right, and the boat gets a little shaky, I'm fine. I know how to swim.
Yeah.
We know what cards are supposed to be worth, LOL, or we think we do, right? So like, if I see the same Palkia that Colson wanted at 140 and it's $90, I'm snapping. I don't give a fuck about the 25%. Yeah. I'm snapping at 90. So if, like I said, some things could drop so down because of panic and instability and the boat being rocky, that the swimmers might just fucking win, because we know how to like price things better, essentially. And you could be like, well, yeah, I'm overpaying 25, but I'm getting it at 60% off. So it's still a go.
That's the one thing that I think having less competition on the seller side and the buying, like, and that, coalesces with the buying side. Like, if we're now competing with a lot less people to source the product and it's cheaper, and then there's like half as much of it listed on eBay, for example, just Japanese by US sellers, like, say, like, I don't know, it'd be crazy if just half the US sellers on eBay, but like, just didn't buy it for the next month or something. There's one wait and see mode. And if the tariffs stick, Yeah, I think you're right. People are just gonna be adjusting around different cards, tracking the prices of different raws, and like, oh, this shit dropped crazy. Bye bye.
And also, you guys got
there's
to realize this is our day one thoughts. Like, we just got the news 20 minutes ago and we're going
yeah,
live. Like, we
yeah.
haven't really thought, like, we're here with
No,
you guys trying to figure this shit out. So when
this
you
is
watch
tough.
this back, it might be like the dumbest thing I've ever said in my life. I'm
Yeah,
just thinking,
we're throwing out ideas right now because
yeah,
like I think it's important to just think about all the aspects. Because I'm super back and forth on like, oh, do I think this shit's gonna crash prices or do I think this shit is gonna make stuff even more stupid? Like
dude,
I
kind of,
see both sides right now. Like,
right. But
Yeah, I
okay,
mean,
yeah,
things are already crazy. Like we're in a boom period, and this is
yeah,
just being added on as an
exactly.
extra barrier to entry,
right.
especially for new people. Like I think what you
Fuck.
said about the rocking boat is true. Like Dan, everybody who buys Japanese retro's worried, but he's going to be fine.
Yeah,
Like
retro be fun.
I think all this stuff is kind of being overblown right now. Like people will adapt, at least if you are, you know,
Yeah,
getting the majority of your income from cards or especially Japanese cards. You're tapped in enough to know if a price fluctuates like crazy, you're going to be buying.
Yeah, I'm
And
snapping.
like I think people who do this every day are going to continue to win just because we're in this dumb boom period. And I think I'm starting to go to the side where like I think Japan sellers will even realize this and maybe they won't dump stuff and just realize
yeah,
like if they hold back more product, especially the stuff that sells massively, like everyone's just going to make more money off of everyone who can't swim. Like there's
true.
95% of the hobby where they're buying their first card at the Collecticon next weekend. Like
Right, right.
there's all those people are going to get cooked by this if they're buying Japanese without
I
knowing what's going on. But
I also think a lot of people are super leveraged right now, and something
mhm,
like this will freak them the fuck out.
I think that's true
mhm,
At the
too.
same
That's a,
time, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I think a lot of people right now, like even us, we're paying boom prices for stuff
mhm,
because you can make money if you're buying at 75%, right? You're still gonna make
mhm.
that margin in the middle. But a lot of people are just buying boom prices, even if they are buying that. But then it's like, okay, 25%, here you go. Fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
uh, uh, uh,
But I mean, it is scary because we like even us paying 75% of boom prices, we're paying more than 100% of stuff that was 4 months
yeah,
ago.
yep,
Like I've been buying
exactly.
some cards where I'm like, I've always been selling this card, but god damn that hurt to pay this new price. Even though
Yes,
I'm paying
exactly.
80%, that really
Yep.
hurt. Hopefully I can flip it in time before something happens. And
Right,
I've
exactly.
already seen certain stuff like that I've graded recently, like hella cooling off. Like in English, like the Rayquaza VMAX, for example, from Silver Tempest, that shit was like almost $100 raw card. PSA 10s are back down to like 160 to 180.
Mm,
And the raw card went down back to 60-ish, I'm guessing. And it's like I just got some graded that I paid, you know,
okay.
75, 80
Oh
for.
shit. Yeah.
And it's like they 10, but it's like it's still it's just less margin. So I think
The
you're right
margins are
about like
thinning.
yeah, it's like I'm over leveraged technically compared to historical data just because I have to pay more to
Yep.
make more. But it's
Yep.
yeah, it's any type of and it kind of shows that we're in a boom too, because any type of new information that we could potentially get cooked on, even a bad card being released, everyone's like, holy shit, like, oh no,
Yeah.
oh, what have I done? I'm so in debt. I don't have enough money. Like, it's kind of crazy to see people's reactions. So
Yeah.
but yeah, my resume's in your inbox.
I don't know.
We're
I
done.
think I think like I really think the move is just being liquid. Like whenever the market is doing some weird shit, being liquid just prints, right? Like if Colson, like you said, if you're leveraged, you're 30K in debt right now, you might just be like, fuck me, bro. Like I might just really just shudder the fuck down. Like
Yeah.
actually,
That's what I'm
because it's like,
saying.
how do you get out of 30K in debt with 25% tariffs? Like you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's
But if you're up,
there's no
if you
waiting for the rocket set on that, dude. It's like your
no,
$800 Mewtwo's are $1,000, and you're like, oh, kill me. Like,
no, 25% puts you out of business is the thing. Like unironically, 25% is fucking insane. So this is really big cope because we now are coping that the Japanese will lower the prices so that we can still buy at current market, which is boom prices. So we're fucked. Like
Yeah.
refer to the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, if you are leveraged, you're not gonna be able to swim. If you're liquid and you're paying attention, some people might
I
be
agree.
dumping, and it might be a great time to head crack somebody for 60% on their collection because they're panicking. Or there might be opportunity like going to Japan, allegedly in a movie. You know, like there could be a move here, and there's gonna be a lot of big winners when the boat is rocking back and forth. So I'm
Yep.
not looking at it as a bad thing, but I am ready to change. Like I don't think I'm just gonna blindly keep doing what I'm doing after the tariffs, because then that's like you're not changing, and winning as a flipper is constantly adapting to the new situation. So yeah, you know, strap your boots, dude. It's gonna be a
I'm
bumpy summer, dude. It's gonna
I'm
be
holding.
lit.
I'm trying to hold cash right now.
It's just
High
so
key,
hard
low
to
key.
like. I keep just switching back and forth about what's going to happen. I guess it just shows
Yep.
anything could happen. But it's like if prices are more expensive, usually that means that there will be less buyers for said product. But also in a boom time, that could cause FOMO,
Exactly.
which cancels out the price
Everything. Yeah,
increase.
it could be 7x's. That's the PSA 10 could be
It's
7x, 10x.
Like 151 jumped, like the Japanese booster boxes jumped up to 150, right? It was like $100 for the longest time, and now it's been 150 for the longest time. I'm looking at eBay and think like multiple listings are being delisted, and like the lowest one now is like 160 plus shipping. So are we gonna? I honestly think
Send
like
me the
for
link.
certain
Hey, send
things
me the
like
link.
that it will still have demand and people still want that stuff. That's going to be a $250 easy.
But that's what I'm saying. People can't just shut her down. A lot of these businesses can't
They're
just
in
shut her
debt,
down.
but that's what I'm saying. They're in debt also, and
They're
they
in
have
debt, or
employees
this
and
is
shit.
their full-time job with employees. Yes.
But
Like,
I'm not even talking about businesses either. Like these people that are addicted, like
Sure.
crack addicts to ripping product, they can't shut her down either. It's going to take months for that to shut down. I've
That's the
been there.
thing.
It took
That's
me
the thing.
months to get through,
Yes,
you know,
dude.
oh, maybe
Fuck.
it's not the best thing to, you know, rip every pack in my vicinity. Like
Bro,
being a new person, that takes a while, like as dark as that is. But
no, 100%. I remember even in 2020, 2021, I was ripping a lot. Like just because, you know, you're around, like, especially the people you're around a bunch of fucking gambling addicts, and you're like stepping into this, and it's like everything's hot and crazy. Like I remember ripping the fuck out of Evolving Skies, dude, like so much on release, and it was like cheap. It was like $100 for the booster box, like stupid. But yeah, I think like at the end of the day, we have the privilege right now of being able to have a kind of wait and see attitude if we want to, as flippers and as people just with our own little businesses, our own little things where nobody relies on us and we don't rely on anybody. But that is not the case for a lot of other people. And they're going to have to adjust and still be selling shit, still be buying shit through this. I'm trying to watch what they're doing. Personally,
well, I'm also trying to figure out, like, imagine this happened to you in your first week of flipping. Like you're fucked. Like you're actually just fucked.
3 years over. Like
no, like you're actually just fucked.
Also, I think a point was made earlier. Okay, so we can't buy Japanese.
No, don't say it. Don't even think about it. Nope. Stop. Stop.
Where's the money gonna go?
Chinese.
Where's fuck? It's worse. No, the tariffs are like 50%.
Okay, but wait, the tariffs are 50% on Chinese, dude. I'm moving to China.
You're not moving to China.
You're not moving to China.
Dude, listen, I'll move to China.
No, what I'm saying here simply is that I think more money could just get funneled through to English. People can't buy Japanese.
And now English becomes Moon again. Fuck me.
Now English is back on Moon. That's that's another thing that could happen. It could just keep. But at the same time, like so it's hard because English is going to be dealing with a lot of downwards pressure with like all this crazy shit going on, and then all the grading, like all the GameStop grading and all that shit going to be flooding back the next couple of months. Like your example, Jake, of that Rayquaza, like that's probably just because there are 10,000 new collectors that sent their Rayquaza that was just in their binder through their GameStop shop. Like, you know what I mean? Like their local GameStop, because they didn't know how to grade. Nobody knows how to grade in the grand scheme of things, but now you can do it anywhere. Like Nat Turner's fucking GameStop, blah, 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 mastermind, whatever. Like,
smart.
I don't know.
I
like what Mason said. I promise none of this matters. And
I don't know. I feel like
can you
if
block mods?
Let's say like 25% of the total buying power of like every vendor or reseller that's been buying Japanese product, that goes to English. That's going to cause, English raw to go up, and it'll probably start crashing graded is what I'm thinking. But also it probably only helps sealed product too. Because if Japanese packs start, coming up on the English sets, like there's no way
it has to push it up
for
English
to go.
Bro, we're gonna moon. Are we gonna moon? Is Donald Trump the greatest American president that ever lived?
I'm glad you mentioned it, Ernie, because I've been waiting this whole podcast for you to say something good about me. It's the only reason I came on. Shug, hit my line, please. I love you.
Shug, I know I haven't talked to you in 4 years, Shug. And I know I said disparaging things about you and your outfit. But Shug, I need you. You are useful to me. Hit me up. Shut it down, dude. We might moon. I don't know. I'm back at 0. I thought I made progress, and now I'm fucking blown again. I have no idea what's going to happen. I think I'm panic selling, but also I have Japanese. So maybe I hold for a 2x in the 30 minutes. So I don't know anymore, dude.
I think I'm panic selling. No.
Yeah.
I'm blown.
Yeah. No, we didn't make a lot of progress here. There's no progress here. No.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool. Well. Oh, wait, we forgot. We could use Kai, dude. What are the tariffs in Australia? Wait. What's the Australian tariffs, dude? We might have to use Kai. I don't know. Well, you guys have any questions?
It's 10% flat across the board.
You guys have any questions or troll comments in the chat? Post them now, because
if you have any questions, we'd love to fumble around them and try to come up with an answer.
Yeah.
The best answer.
I don't know, man. So Skyrich Gengar is now $2,400 instead of $2K. That's wild.
Well, that's buying from Japan, though, so maybe the eBay will probably adjust.
I got a question.
But that's so much stuff. There's so much stuff that has to, for the prices that have, like.
Okay, but I got a question. Take something like Sumbreon, right? There's PSA 10s in Japan right now. Let's say at 500. Are those snaps? Or like, is the snap the one? Obviously, the snap is the one on eBay. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it just becomes so. At the end of the day, people buy on eBay, and what's actually going to happen is there's going to be less Japanese cards on eBay. That's actually what's going to happen. The reason, get more expensive to get them stateside. That's it. It's literally A, B, C. More expensive means less cards, means higher price on eBay. We're mooning. Shut it down. I mean, open it up, because we're going to moon. Open it back up. Grand opening.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of people getting fucked by, oh, my package didn't make it by Saturday. Oh, it hit Sunday. I'm cooked now. A lot of complaining.
I foresee in our future many more complaints about prices and leaving the hobby because it cannot be afforded.
Okay, so let's say you want to collect, right? Let's say you right now got caught with your pants down and you don't have your Japanese grail. What's the move? You don't have your grail, Cole. So you right now, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Shug, you're beautiful. Okay, next message in Insta. Shug, your family is beautiful. Send. Sugar,
I mean,
can you please be my friend?
For real, dude. For real.
I
Just
think
fully begging.
they're gonna
We're
just gonna go on eBay, right?
just gonna
They're
buy
gonna
it
go
on
look
eBay.
on.
So that's what I'm saying. The eBay is first to go. The eBay, whatever's on eBay is gonna go, bro.
Mhm.
It's gone.
Or delisted. Gone either way.
Well, like I said,
Gone
it
either
could
way.
still not happen. It could still not happen. This could just be a panic stream that we never ever watched again and we delist later. Okay. But hopefully it doesn't happen. But we're for sure getting 10% over the head. And we're for sure, you know, either gonna moon or not. I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. But whatever, I'm bullish, bro. At least Colson got me a little bit more bullish because I do think good things could come out of this. And uncertainty might just favor like the more experienced people. So that's, I mean, that's what it is, right?
Or the tariffs could shoot us into a deep recession and we'd all be cooked. Crypto, stocks, cards.
This did happen in history.
I'm getting my sign
I forget
for
which years.
street begging ready.
Do you guys know when this happened in American history? And I think this was like this stuff like this happened in before the Great Depression.
Is this for real? All right, talk to me. I like when people tell me the history. I'm ready. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not like a.
I feel like I've heard
Like
that before.
Yeah, I've been dabbling in just like economic theory with a friend recently. He's super into it and it's like studying economics, and I'm learning from him. And I don't know, he was bringing up a lot of things historically that happened before the Great Depression that he's seeing the current administration do. And obviously, who the fuck knows? But like, I think, yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, it's something to think about. Not be too leveraged, right?
Basic. Can we put Basic's comment up, Smith? He said, I'm getting a package ready to auction with CNG. I'm jumping. So Basic's out. See you later, Basic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame you. Honestly, listen. If I was in the Titanic, and I thought about this at least 100 times, I would probably just get out, bro. I'd grab my wench, I'd grab my Nintendo DS, and I'd just get on a lifeboat early. Because early is better. You don't want to be the dude in the Titanic, like, you know, dancing and drinking, like thinking you got time, and then you're burnt. So I don't blame you, Basic. If you want to sell it right now, I'm not mad at it. But to be fair, Basic, all you have is PSA 9 English, so somebody please block.
You're good. You're good.
You're good.
So I pulled it up. Tariffs serve three primary purposes.
Yeah.
One, to raise money for the government.
We're gonna boom. At least I will.
To restrict imports. So if there's certain things you don't want coming in, you tariff the fuck out of them.
Oh no.
Correct.
Which in turn, for the third reason, it protects domestic producers from foreign competition.
Yeah, but they don't fucking make Japanese cards here, dude. Shut it down. We're out of business.
Exactly.
How am I gonna source a thing in America? They don't make in America.
Well, this is
make
like
that shit make sense.
This is more, yeah, this is more meta. This is more about like the auto industry, right? Especially for Japan. Like the amount of export cars they export to us is fucking massive. So this is to help like US based manufacturers in our auto industry, so that people will buy less Japanese cars and buy more American cars. That's the goal. But also, dude, like they hit us with counter tariffs, then what? Fuck me. Like
super fuck.
But also in reality, like if so if we're basically increasing the prices of foreign goods, what is like it obviously helps everyone who has those same goods selling here, but they can also benefit themselves even more by taxing as well. So it's like it doesn't, like tariffs never, it looks like, helps the consumer.
So you're basically making
the consumer every time.
Yeah.
So you're making the Japanese product more expensive so that you can tax it at a higher dollar amount. right? Because now if the card goes from 1,000 to 2,000, now the government gets 7% or whatever of 2,000. So it's like it's like almost like a bubble creating thing. The more I think about it, because whatever's left on eBay is left on eBay, and then it's like you got to get head cracked 25% to get more. So
Well,
like,
what
how does
happens
that
if
work?
China, Japan, and Korea put 25% on all American goods coming into their country, and then nobody internationally wants to buy anything that we have on our eBays? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's also something to consider. Is we might not be getting international buyers anymore. The same way that a lot of people are going to stop buying Japanese right now. That's why the whole tariff situation is just fucked on the consumer side.
Well, I mean, it looks like what you were saying is kind of true about the major, like, large tariffs kind of setting the U.S. up for a recession, because it from 1861 to 1933 it's characterized as the restriction period, where the average tariffs increased to 50%. So that was like the average tariff across the board. And before that, it was like ranging 20 to 60%, and then they leveraged it out to 50%. That's the restriction period. And then 1934 onwards, so like kind of middle of the Depression to the end, it's like called the reciprocity period, where they ended up having to decline tariffs down to like 5%, because
to encourage trade, for trade to actually be happening. Yeah.
And I mean, that's why part of the recession happened, was like we were so reliant on food that the U.S. was making, and then the Dust Bowl came in, wiped out our food supplies, and then nobody could afford food. So, I mean, obviously, I don't think anything that crazy is going to happen, but it's definitely just like, if you want to buy anything, you're going to it's just going to be cheaper to do it in the U.S., whether it's a better product or a worse product. Like, it doesn't matter. And then knowing the way U.S. businesses are run and capitalism, those dudes, if they know they have less competition, what happens when there's less competition? Prices go up. I'm making more money off of you.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Well, in the short term, I get it. Like, in the short term, right, we could go and buy out retro, right? Like, just buy retro and hold all that Japanese sealed, or even retro. Retro should just not sell, in my opinion. Obviously, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but in theory, but that only happens one time. You only get that big payout, right? The minute you sell, now you can't source it again. So it's kind of like I can hold my card, right, for the next 2 months and 3x, but now what? Like, whatever you have you're out. So I guess in the dream world, everything booms. We sell, and then the terrorists get eliminated, and now we're back printing with all this money. But I don't know. I feel like for cards that are already hard to find, that I can't find, that I couldn't find before the boom, how are those cards ever going to be at a reasonable price now? And then also be worth to gamble on the raw with the tariff. Like, it. So if you'd like chess lessons, I want you guys to hit me up, nestor.com@gmail. I'm also going back to school, and my babysitting and lawn care business, Nestor Collectibles, on all platforms.
Yes.
Mason is a little bit bored, so I'd love to play you guys a video and take a little break from the chaos and maybe just enjoy. So I'd love to show you guys this video before we move on. There we go.
Here you go. Let's go. Hello.
We ripping?
Let's go. Macy.
We pack battling?
Cardi. Talk to me. Talk to me. How do you feel?
Oh, you got thrift in this bitch. Is that thrift?
Shining face? No, I think it's.
Let's go. Show them how it's done. Show these rookies how a card owner does it, dude. See, let's get the branding real quick. Okay. Yup. All right, here we go. Come on. Come on. Bro. The retention rate is low, dude.
Hey. Okay, well.
That's so you.
Is this resale?
Yo, this is so you. Can I grade that? Is it center? Wait. Oh, that's a black label. I promise.
All right.
Thank you, bro. Hell yeah. Do you want to keep this?
No. I sure don't.
So yeah, this is the gentleman making fun of us, guys. So that's where we're at. And
He is a
where are
confirmed
where
card
are we?
winner.
There we go. Okay.
Mm.
Well, that's
Hmm.
what it is, dude. That's what it is. So, guys,
Hey,
I'm so
where-
dusted. I'm thinking about where are they going to get all the trees for all these Pokemon cards and booster boxes from Canada? Oh, we can't
Canada's
get it from there
tariffed up.
anymore. I guess booster
they're
box
tariffed up.
MSRP is $200 now. I guess it's
There's a lot
just
of
what everyone's been saying this whole time. Just hoard English sealed, and you're just fucking good. Like, just go back to your day job and put 70% of your income into English sealed.
I think there's a lot of meta things going on that we simply will never have the greater comprehensional, analysis to figure this out ourselves. And that's why we're here throwing out ideas, just thinking about it, talking about it. So
yeah, folks, throw your comments praising me in the chat, in the comments. Please like the video. I totally thought this through. We're going to win.
We're going to win.
I think there's a world where we win extremely hard and totally don't deserve it. But I think that can only happen one time. And seeing as though I just sold out of all my slabs yesterday, I'm not feeling great because I had a bunch of Japanese sauce that I sold to Ray yesterday, and Ray's gonna 7x on my Japanese slabs, and I'm fully blown. And now I gotta pay more to get it, so I'm beyond blown. So the $100 off that I took off some of those slabs, I could have just not done that, guys.
Yeah.
So also, my collection has a lot of holes in it, a lot. So I'm gonna have to wait years, potentially 5 to 10 years, potentially a decade to complete my collection. I'm blown. I'm really sorry, guys. I wish I could be more positive, but I don't see how 25% more helps my business of importing Japanese cards. So we could cope all you guys want and everything, but what we really need to do is add me on LinkedIn. So
I think I'm going to sell everything, get a gerb, and then just buy everything I've been wanting to collect when the world eventually has a global recession.
Yeah, like global recession is the best outcome at this point. That's dark. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, now I'm hoping everything's shuttered down. So but I don't know. We might be fine. We might be fine. Hopefully, what we need is the Japanese sellers to start panic selling. That's what we need. So then we can maybe still, eat. But if they start holding, and then people here start holding, on mommy, it's a Black Swan event. I promise. And we're mooning. For that reason, I actually don't think it's stupid to buy like 151 Charizards at whatever they're on eBay right now. Oops, my fault. It's not a bad idea to buy Umbreon Japanese at market right now on eBay. Oops, my fault. And in 2 weeks, when the shit all moons, don't call me, don't text me. I'm gonna be at Shug's house with my feet up, with my shoes off in Japan. I promise.
Somebody made a great point in chat, and you know what's not Japanese? Metazu. And enough said. But I think it's gonna be.
Sorry, folks. I'm sorry that he even fucking brought that. God damn it. Guys, we're moving on. Solo. I'm sorry that y'all even had to hear those words. My God, the cards look trash. The playability probably trash. You should probably just buy one piece. It's called Meta 2. Guys, I'm not done yet. Okay. Sorry, I saw Metazoo.
Anyways,
I got immediately triggered. Sorry.
Well, every time Metazoo launches, some weird shit happens to the hobby. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Metazoo came out, and now this 25%. Go ahead. Sorry, Michael.
No, when you have a bad day, and it kind of feels like a bad dream, and then that's like today, and then I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, and it's still gonna be our reality, and I'm just gonna be like,
I know. Okay, yeah, we're getting now. We're finally
like this
talking.
is just today. This is
Bro.
just today, and tomorrow I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling tomorrow. Like
I'm just trying to figure out how I can overcome 25% import tax, 24% credit card fee, and 30K in debt with $4,000 in bankroll. Like, let's do let's really, if we do the math, it's impossible to win. It's literally impossible. So I guess I'm streaming. I want to start streaming.
can we
Yeah, so
start
that way you can
streaming?
like sell the Japanese cards even faster and lose even that much more value.
I'm
I
so
think-
blown, dude.
You know how we were on go?
Mhm.
I think the U.S. government just put us on wait and
Put
stop.
us on hold up.
Put it on hold.
Yeah, but he didn't put the credit cards on hold, brother.
Old folks, trust me.
He didn't put the mortgage on hold.
I'm like, you're telling me you hit me with this when the Switch 2 is 2 months away. I have 2 months of nothing, and
Mhm.
then I have to wait. More waiting.
Oh no,
Yeah, what are
It's
Switch 2 prices going to be?
they're gonna go up.
They're for sure going up.
Dude, it's
they're gonna
already
have to change
500 with the
MSRP.
Mario Kart. Did you see Mario Kart physical copy is $90,
Oh.
$100 with tax.
This is gonna be the biggest
$90
Japanese
retail.
boom that y'all have ever seen in your life. I said it. Listen to what I'm saying. If you have a card in Japanese right now that's over $1,000, literally do not sell it and just hold for until it gets really fucking dumb and it's like 9K, then sell it. My prediction, my wild speculation, we're about to enter the Black Swan paradox of 2026. And in 2026, all the Japanese collectors are gonna be fucking rich. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
The fuck are we doing?
But the problem is we sold everything pre-boom. And now all we have
Like
is
all-
CB.
Well, we're good, dude. I think as everybody delists with each card delisted, that's another one of our cards that's still on eBay because fuck me, we still gotta sell
Because we're broke.
because we're broke.
Yes.
No,
So
smart.
the train isn't stopping for us. No waiting, no walking, no holding, no stopping.
So you're saying we're still going.
Go.
We're still
Go.
So are
Yeah,
we just
fuck no.
going no
Go.
matter what? Are we just always going no matter what?
Always on go. That's what I think I'm trying to get out of this is because we can't just wait. We have to
No, we
go.
can't wait. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait for maybe. I need to go. You know? But I mean that's pretty much it, you guys. Shit. We don't got nothing. We don't got the answers. All we know is we're probably gonna be our last pod. So go ahead and get those likes and comments in for the apocalypse.
If you guys don't hear from us, we definitely shut her down.
100%. Yeah.
And don't hope that this video gets any views. This is the secret sauce. We did not put Pokemon or tariffs or Trump in the name of the title. We said, "Shit, we're gonna win. I'm buying Japanese 140%." All right,
bro.
So
wait a minute.
Guarantee that all this great info, it will only be for your ears if you're already subscribed. So hit the like button, folks. Hit the like button, folks. Swear to God, I'll move it to 60%, folks. Should marry me, should. We're desperate.
Okay. All right. We've lost our little minds, dude.
Oh my God.
But also, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. I promise. You guys don't see us anymore. I'm probably selling cars on 8th Street. Jake Smith is going back to whatever he was doing, and Colson's PCing that Lapras because Raw is going to be 2 bands. So thank you, everybody, for coming through. Thank you, homies, for joining. Add me on LinkedIn. I'm about to share it fuck down. Jake Smith. Peace, y'all.
Are we live?
Are we live? Folks, tell me if we're live.